Welcome back, YouTube. Back with another video, back with another Ghost reaction. Uh, I'm reacting to this Power Book Multiverse channel. Ghost is alive and witness protection. my bad. So we're gonna hop straight into this video, see what he's talking about. Let's go. Oh, before we start, make sure you guys like the video right now. I'm gonna give you guys a second. Like the video, then comment what you think about it. Also subscribe. Now you part of the gang. Let's get into it.
And I want to give a salute to all my cinema cronies. Welcome back to the Power Book Multiverse and Cinema Show, where you get the latest in Power Universe and cinema breakdown.
I just want the life that niggas can't afford. We whipping them babies once you can't aboard. Not looking for beef, but some you can't avoid. And if I'm on a mission, it's you on the voyage.
What if Ghost has been in witness protection for the last 4 years in a coma? Now, hear me out. Let's run everything back. Ghost has been through a lot of things in his life. He had a shooting happen in this club, the one that hit Holly, but essentially we all know that was an attempt on his life. Now, after Ghost is actually shot inside of his club, a lot of these things that have happened to Ghost can actually start to be drawn together by law enforcement, by the feds, or even by his political people, the party that he run with, and they can think that, yo, it is a credible attempt on James St. Patrick's life when we actually look back through the things that was actually going on. Now, the first thing I think that they would think is, hey, these hits are coming from his association to known drug dealer Tommy Egan. Maybe they think James was a little bit deeper into Tommy Egan's business than they know. And when I say they, I'm speaking of like from the perspective of the people who own James St. Patrick's side. They don't know that James St. Patrick is currently still a drug dealer. So what they would look at this situation and say is, hey, maybe all of this stuff that's happening to James is because the people who are next to Tommy and in bad business with Tommy assume that Ghost is in on the business with Tommy as well. Obviously, we the viewers, we know that Ghost is definitely in on the business, and we know that Ghost is actually the face of the business. He's the head honcho in charge. He's the NY distro. But with Stephen Ott and the rest of his political party figuring out all the things about his past, not the drug dealing part, but just all the other things that he was going through, all the things he was going through with Tasha. Remember, when Tasha admitted that Tommy did something, Stephen Ott was like, oh, there go our Rico right there. Ghost could be laid up in witness protection, ready, waiting, and willing to put all of this on Tasha St. Patrick. Now, he's been sitting there for a year in witness protection. He's been allowed to meet with his lawyer. Now, he was in a coma. This is my theory. He was in a coma. Who knows how long he was in a coma. He could have been in a coma for a year. He could have been in a coma for 2 years. He could still be in a coma now. But let's just say, for the sake of everything, he either was in a coma for a little while or he's just waking up out of the coma now. It don't matter either way. He basically was put into witness protection by his team because they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know where that hit was coming from. And you see this a lot of times in movies, and I think we might even seen it in Power, where, you know, somebody, matter of fact, we did see it. I think it was in Raising Kanan, where the guy got shot and then basically they was coming to finish the job, but by the time they got to the hospital, that guy had been moved out of the hospital. I definitely think it was in Raising Kanan. I can't 100% remember, but I think it was definitely in Raising Kanan. They got him out that hospital just in time. Y'all drop below in the comments and let me know, where was that in the Power universe where the person had got shot or something, they was in the hospital, the people were coming to finish the job, and by the time they got to the hospital, they had moved them out of that wing of the hospital. I want to say it was the Lou situation, but I'm not 100% sure. And obviously Lou didn't get shot. I'm talking about when Lou was put in the fire and he had smoke inhalation and all of that stuff. Now, Ghost ends up getting out of that coma. I believe that once Ghost got out of that coma, he would get right back to business. And I think it's a strong possibility that Ghost wouldn't want Tariq to go to jail. I would think that Ghost would think that Tariq, although he is a man, I would think that Ghost would think Tariq was heavily influenced by Tasha to do what he did. I don't think that Ghost will think that Tariq came up with that idea to shoot him on his own. I 1000% think that Ghost thought and thinks, if he's still alive and he's getting out of this coma like I'm saying he is, I 1000% think Tasha put Tariq up to that because he understood nobody else would get that close to him. Now, this was a foreshadow right here. Kanan sent Sean to go kill Ghost, and Kanan told Sean, I would never be able to get that close to him. He would see it coming from me a mile away. And then when Kanan killed Sean, he told him, you much as Ghost's son as you is mine, you ain't my son no more. And then he killed him. And then when we see Tariq get close to him, it was the reverse of the situation. Tariq was more Kanan's son than he was Ghost's son at the time. But Tariq was literally Ghost's biological son, so he was the only person who can get that close to Ghost. Now, I hope that didn't confuse y'all. Now, with Ghost putting his murder or his attempted murder on Tasha and being able to possibly testify on her, which, you know, Ghost don't want to snitch, but Ghost will go the snitching route. The only reason I believe Ghost wouldn't snitch is because he was worried about what the...
My only thing is with that one, I don't know, I have this feeling that Ghost and Tasha is working together low-key. It just seemed very odd. It would seem very, like, especially if you look at the ending of it. If you go back to the episode, you look back on it, you look, Tasha was in that parking garage. And she looked back in the mirror, in the review mirror. She seen something. Cause remember, it was an ambulance in a parking garage too. If you haven't noticed, she seen somebody coming out of there and getting escorted inside the ambulance. Something. I don't know. She seen something.
The hood would think about him, what his homies would think about him. But once you get into this political spirits and you doing these things like that, it's over with. And also, Ghost probably wouldn't even have to testify. He probably would have a backup camera somewhere, or maybe they would have something documented where, you know, Ghost would be able to corroborate that he did leave the door open. Ghost would be able to corroborate that, yes, this is the truth tape. And then from there, they would just be able to piece everything else together.
This nigga sound like a fat nigga.
But once Ghost put Tasha in the crosshair for the body, Tariq has to make a stance. Tariq has to either decide, hey, I'm going to turn myself in order to protect my mom, or I'm going to stay out of jail. And at that point, Ghost is going to say, listen, I did you a solid. You could be rotting in jail right now. What you did was despicable, unthinkable. You a man. I can't believe you did it. But I do believe that your mom put you up to this, and I do believe that she started a lot of this that, you know, shouldn't have been started, and that definitely shouldn't have gotten this far. So what I'm gonna do is, you're gonna work for me now. I'm gonna be behind the scenes, you're gonna be in front of the scenes, I'm gonna be pulling all the strings. And I told you once before, don't make the mistake of thinking you smarter than me again, little N-word. So when we look at this situation, man, I think that Ghost is still alive. I think it's a couple of ways that Ghost could still be alive. But I think if Ghost was still alive and he haven't returned, he's still in recovery, or he's in witness protection. We still have to remember that Jenny says she has a star witness. The star witness could be Zeke, but also the star witness could be Ghost, and Ghost could be in recovery. A lot of y'all probably would be thinking like, man, who is the other star witness, and why didn't she bring the star witness forward? Well, in my opinion and my thought process, when I kind of, I don't even want to say context clues, because it's not a lot of context clues leading to James being alive. It's a couple of subtle things that could be, but I'll say when I try to put my common sense, when I put my thinking cap on, I basically would say the reason why that star witness hasn't been brought to, because that star witness is in recovery. And the only star witness that could be in recovery could be James St. Patrick, and he could be forced to be a star witness. He could still be in that coma, and Jamie is thinking, hey, whoever did Jenny is thinking, the fed Jenny is thinking, whoever did this to James St. Patrick, he's going to come forward at some point and he's going to cooperate on them, and then we're going to be able to bring down this entire organization. Or Jenny is going to say, hey, we have a lot of things on you that we got for sacks, but we can make these go away if you cooperate on who shot you and help us put these other people away. We don't want you, Steve Ott. He's already spoke on your behalf. You have a great political future. Ramona is on your side. You have a lot of people rooting for you, Simon Stern, but we want these other people, and we not gonna just let you walk away. It's a lot of different scenarios. I got another scenario that I just came from that too, but anyway, man, salute to all of y'all. If you got a Facebook, go join Power Book Multiverse and Cinema. You got an Instagram, join my Instagram at FAIRPLAY_2333. That's at Fairplay_2333 on all platforms. Salute to the cinema.
Oh no, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below, man. How y'all feel about this, especially what he's saying about Ghost being in witness protection, man. Y'all let me know, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Get part of the gang. We out of here.